The trilateral talks between the United States, Turkey and Ukraine have begun in Istanbul. Just hours before the meeting, the US Secretary of State Marco Rubio arrived in Istanbul to take part in the peace talks. Now, prior to his arrival in Turkey, Rubio said that there is not going to be a breakthrough until the American President Donald Trump has a face-to-face meeting with the Russian President Vladimir Putin. The Secretary of State has also said that he does not have high expectations for Russia and Ukraine peace talks.
I hope they have tremendous breakthrough tomorrow. They talk, but I frankly do not believe that we're going to have a breakthrough here until President Trump sits face to face with President Putin and determines what his intentions are moving forward.
On the other hand, the White House has said that a meeting between the US President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin is going to take place pretty soon. And according to reports, the US President will not be taking part in the Russia-Ukraine peace talks that are happening in Istanbul. Meanwhile, the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky reached Albania to take part in the European Political Community Summit. Zelensky, in fact, arrived in Tirana after he wrapped up his talks with Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan in Ankara. And before his departure from Turkey, the Ukrainian president downplayed the expectations of a breakthrough, saying that Russia was not serious about ending the war at all. Zelensky said that both Moscow and Kyiv must show willingness to negotiate, while emphasizing the need for an unconditional ceasefire.
I believe that both sides must demonstrate their willingness to negotiate. I believe that the first step should be an unconditional ceasefire. If an unconditional ceasefire can be achieved today at the level of technical groups without leaders, then okay, there is no need to meet.
The Ukrainian president's comments have come after the Russian President Vladimir Putin declined the former's invitation for engaging in direct talks in Turkey. And in the midst of all this, Germany and UK's defense ministers met in Berlin to show their support to Ukraine. Both defense ministers criticized the Russian President Putin for not attending to the peace talks that are happening in Turkey. In other developments, Ukraine lost an F-16 fighter jet following an unusual incident on board. And according to the Ukrainian Air Force, the fighter jets did not appear to have shot down by a Russian missile or a drone. It also said that the pilot ejected from the flight and is now feeling fine. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.